industry has been facing headwinds since the beginning of 2019 due to intensified trade tensions, general elections in India, slump in auto sales, and also slowdown in the Indian economic activity. The COVID-19 pandemic has just added to the woes of the sector. By mid-March 2020, the domestic steel demand for most of the steel companies had almost dried up. As per the rating agency ICRA Ratings, the domestic steel demand for the months of March and April would have contracted by 22% and 91% respectively. As shutting down the steel plants would have led to technical problems and higher costs, most of the steel plants had not shut down their plants during the lockdown and operated at minimum capacity. Annual production and non-existent demand in the past few months have led to steel companies piling up their inventories. With no domestic demand, the steel companies have turned towards exports despite it being less remunerative than the domestic sales. For instance, JSW Steel, which exported 21% of their total sales in FY20, has increased their share of exports to more than 50% in the current quarter of FY21 so far. Steel companies may continue to depend on exports for the first half of FY21 as demand from the user industries is unlikely to revive in this period. Due to the liquidity crunch and working capital requirement, the secondary and the small steel players may take time to restart the operations. Meanwhile, large integrated steel players, which are having high inventory levels, can cater to the incipient demand once it revives. Integrated steel players such as Tata Steel, JSW Steel, JSPL, and SAIL can witness revival in their demand sooner than their counterparts. But companies with better operating profit margins will be able to withstand these difficult times better than the others. Here, we show the operating profit margins of few of the steel players from their Indian operations for the first 9 months of FY20. Investors in Indian steel companies should also be wary of high debt levels of these companies in their balance sheets. The poor operating profits in the current financial year is likely to weaken the debt metrics of these companies further.